So I know on a DIY you're usually supposed to start from the beginning, but I just had this great idea right now. So this is a 2013 Lexus ES 350. There's not a lot of information out on this car right now, whether or not a transmission from a V6 Toyota Camry or a V6 Toyota Avalon will fit. So this is kind of going to be my trial run for everybody to see. I'm going to take the sacrifice from the greater good to see if this is going to work. So, like I said, 2013 Lexus ES 350, 182,000 miles. Bought the car knowingly that it had a bad transmission. I've had people, oh, Lexuses don't fail. The transmissions in a Lexus don't fail in that amount of time. Blah, blah, blah. It's got to be something else. Well, I mean, this fluid was as black as oil. Lexus states that this car's got a lifetime fluid in it, which, I mean, I'm sure by their standards is fine, because by the time the next person is going to own this car, the original owner is trading it in, and they'll service it or they won't. However, I think it's stupid. I think that you should change your transmission fluid every 30 to 60,000 miles at minimum. And I don't believe in a lifetime fluid, especially when it's non-synthetic from the factory, which this fluid is. Pretty sure, don't quote me, but yeah. So over here we have, not the LS swap in 5, we have a freshly rebuilt tranny. I literally scored this thing off of eBay, 1,300 bucks, shipped to my grandpa's shop. He had a loading dock, so it was the cheaper route to go. They're both U660E trannies. All the markings seem to be the same. Everything seems to line up where it's supposed to be. Also came with a new converter. Sweet. So yeah, let's kind of walk through and do a little quick walkthrough of what we've removed in an order. So I kind of laid it out as such from start to finish where I'm at here now. So battery, pull the battery, it's two 10mm bolts. Pull the air box out. It orients in what direction? Give me a second here. This way. So there was a 10 there, a 10 there, and a 10 there. I pulled the transmission control module out. That was two 12mm bolts, and then some other miscellaneous stuff to the air box. I pulled out the starter, 12mm, and then two 14s on the flange bolts up there. Currently we are unhooking electrical connectors. Just, you know, I got a paint pen here, so things that are like very close in orientation and specific vacuum lines, it's not a bad idea to have one of these and just sit there and kind of, you know, mark your things so you know where everything goes, putting it back together, because it's easy to tear it apart and get into it, but when it comes buttoning everything back up and you're like, oh shit, where does this vacuum line go, that guy really comes in handy to label everything when it's coming apart. So I got to get the tranny cooler off at the moment, start going around the bell housing and unbolting that. Got to unbolt the converter on the inside, and then just kind of go around and start unplugging everything. The K-frame, I believe, does have to come out, which isn't a big deal if you got one of these guys and you can put it in the air. I actually just ordered one of those twisty jacks off of Amazon, because I'm by no means I'm just a DIYer. I do this stuff for fun, and I want to make my life easy, and for 75 bucks for a jack that's going to support the engine from underneath while I'm dropping this tranny, it's going to make my life hella easier. The only other you could get, you know, you could use a jack, a jack and a 2x4 and hold it up that way, but that's just kind of sketch. I would rather be able to have full control over it right there. So I'll report back here in a little bit and give kind of an update of where we're at. Yeah, that's it. Over and out.